Kurumjay, a very good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on Sktv'S and I'm Victoria Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Amit Shah meets Chief Minister Khemchand in Delhi, assures to fulfill Manipur's aspirations to lay foundation stone for Senapati Medical College in October. JFD convener Jitendra Ningomba urges government not to act against no NRC, no census movement. Take policy decision to safeguard indigenous population. Manipur High Court directs central and state governments to submit definitive response by next hearing on whether upcoming census will be conducted or differ in the state. Manipur Chief Minister Khemchand meets Union Minister Rijiju, seeks centre's support for minority and development, discusses Manipur Assembly polls. And Union Minister of State for Social Justice Empowerment and RPI Atwale President Ramdas Atwale to visit Imphal on September 1st, focusing attention on Manipur's issue. And now the top stories. Union Home Minister Amit Shah today assured Chief Minister Khemchand that the central government will fulfill the aspirations of the people of Manipur. Amit Shah gave the assurance when Khemchand called on him at his official residence in New Delhi around 3 p.m. today. Amit Shah is scheduled to visit Manipur in the first week of October. During the visit, he will lay the foundation stone of the new Senapati Medical College and review other developmental projects in the state. The Chief Minister said Amit Shah has agreed to lay the foundation stone of the medical college, which was recently approved by the state cabinet for Senapati district, predominantly Naga inhabited areas. Amit Shah also gave a patient hearing to the issues raised by the Chief Minister concerning the state and assured him that the centre will fulfill the aspirations of the people of Manipur. The Union Home Minister further lauded the state government for the successful resumption of the Imphal to Dimapur to Guwahati bus service and efforts to ensure free movement along the National Highway No. 2. Convener of Campaign for Just and Fair Delimitation JFD, Jitendra Ningomba, urged the government not to act against the people's ongoing movement, demanding no NRC, no census. He called for policy decisions that safeguard the future of indigenous population. The convener made these remarks during a public meeting jointly organized by residents of Pishumthong Oinam Lekai, Haubam Marak and Ningom Lekai at Pishumthong Kaithil. Addressing the gathering, Jitendra Ningomba stated that the unabated influx of illegal immigrants poses persistent threat to the indigenous communities. He warned that the leadership's silence, even as illegal immigrants demand a separate administration, is tantamount to enabling the erasure of native groups. Emphasizing protection of future generations, he questioned why authorities are reluctant to conduct census strictly for genuine citizens after identifying and filtering out illegal immigrants. He further questioned whether the state government bears no constitutional or moral responsibility to safeguard the land and its people. He urged the administration to give serious weight to the legitimate demands raised by JFD and the public. He maintained that the government must not act against the ongoing movement, reiterating the demand to first execute a thorough NRC before initiating any census enumeration in the state. The public meeting concluded with attendees chanting various slogans such as no NRC, no census and no IDP settlement, no census to register their protests. The High Court of Manipur has directed the general central and state governments to submit a clear definitive response by the next hearing on whether the upcoming census will be conducted or differ in the state. The directive was issued during the hearing of a public interest litigation (PIL) concerning Census 2027, jointly instituted by Kanglei Park Students Association KSA and International Peace and Social Advancement IPSA. A division bench comprising Chief Justice M. Sundar and Justice A. Guneshwar Sharma instructed all respondents, including the Union of India, the Census Authority and the Government of Manipur, to place their official positions on record. During the proceedings, the bench agreed to club and hear the PIL alongside a related read petition filed by Shanta Nahakpam and other connected matters. The Deputy Solicitor General of India placed on record a communication from the Office of the Registrar General and Census Commissioner of India indicating that decisions regarding deferment of head count and census operations can be taken at the state government level. Observing that neither the central nor the state government has clearly articulated a definitive stance on the issue, the court granted time as requested by the State Council to finalize its stand. The court also took note of earlier resolutions passed by the Manipur Legislative Assembly on August 5, 2022 and March 1, 2024 regarding implementation of NRC in the state. The matter has been listed for further hearing on 28, with all respondents instructed to place their respective stands before the bench on the day of hearing. Manipur Chief Minister CM Khemchand met Union Minister Kiren Rijiju in New Delhi today following his arrival in the national capital upon being summoned by Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Sharing details of the meeting on the platform X, Union Minister Kiren Rijiju stated that the discussions centered on Manipur's development, overall progress and public welfare initiatives. Rijiju also commended the Chief Minister's proactive efforts in ensuring effective implementation of various welfare schemes launched by Narendra Modi-led central government across the state. Chief Minister Khemchand requested the Union Minister to help the development and the welfare of minority communities in the state. He sought help from the Union Ministry of Minority Affairs on the various developmental projects. The two leaders also discussed issues relating to Manipur Assembly elections slated for early next year. Kiren Rijiju assured the Chief Minister that his ministry will provide all possible help to the state. Union Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment and RPI Atwale President Ramdas Atwale will arrive in Imphal on September 1st. RPIA National Secretary Maheshwar Thaunajam shared the information while addressing the party's state executive meeting held today at Hotel Imphal. During the function, the party's executive members discussed the challenges confronting the state, including the NRC update, major demographic shifts, the suspension of Operation Shoe Pact between Kuki armed groups and the movement, and the inner-line permit system. A total of 34 RPIA Manipur unit members, including Working President Dr. Laitonjam Haridas, Vice President Sapam Kanglipal, General Secretary Admin, Youth Secretary and Frontal Organization members were welcomed at the event. Speaking further, Maheshwar criticized the corrupt trend of entering politics solely for financial gain. He observed that the current situation in the state demands honest politicians who sincerely intend to serve society, address ongoing challenges, and bring about social reformation. Maheshwar further claimed that their national president always supports decisions guided by public aspirations. The RPIA National Secretary also vowed to work towards ensuring equal rights for all citizens, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, or community.
Population city decadal growth in 1981 dagi 1991 ki decadal growth of the total population of the Manipur se ang tang yung ba district it may be like Angpopi, it may be like in Chorchampur district atopa de Sukharada decadal growth se 140% neba haibidi impossible haitare yam tinawang na haibidi population se fat population haitare hingalak pa haitare si population sina kaidawi oiba yaroi da population duniya ba hengala ise si myam si hengala pa 1981 and 1991 bogi population bogi se manung si yeng biyo ba ziri bam daga leriba ziri daga leriba population factors something study to biyo ni myam adudi kaidore sigi myam se akoi 1951 hanjan harib se kari gino myam ne khangbira mani 1950 da free movement regime FMR yasale चटपा यारे अतोप कंट्री इंदगी इंडिया रा चंगबा यारमे that also 40 kilometer amana kadi dore number 2 da inner line permit system se 1950 dagi lokthokre dudi 1950 dagi illegal immigrants me am se kyam changam dunu yengbiro
Unknown persons locked down rooms in GM Hall that were scheduled for conducting a training for census enumerators and supervisors from August 26 to 28 for the upcoming census operations. They also posted a paper at the gate labeling cancellation of their training program. The incident occurred this morning amidst the campaign for just and fair delimitation JFD, demanding NRC before holding any census operations in the state. This has created confusion among the general public as to whether the training was actually cancelled by the authorities or if there is a plan to shift to another location. Notably, JFD has been strongly opposing the government's move to proceed with the census and has locked several government offices across various districts where the trainings for census enumerators and supervisors are conducted. The organization recently appealed to the relevant authorities to cancel the census training at GM Hall. However, official confirmation of postponement has not yet been released. Singjamai Kendra Apunba Club, a conglomerate of 23 local clubs, launched a poster campaign on Wednesday. The poster campaign was launched as a part of the ongoing movement against conducting population census before implementation of NRC. During the campaign, posters stating that no census-related work will be permitted within the jurisdiction of the club were put up across various locations in the constituency. The campaign was formally launched at Chingamakong Waiting Shade. Speaking on the occasion, SKAC President Konjengbam Chingkham and General Secretary Oina Praveen Kuman asserted that no census operations will be allowed in Singjamai Kendra until NRC is implemented first. They stated that NRC update is crucial for identifying undocumented immigrants in the state. The leader stated that conducting head count without first identifying non-citizens will lead to serious demographic repercussions for future generations. United Clubs Organization of Bishnupur District has launched poster campaign opposing conduct of census before identifying illegal immigrants in Manipur. The organization stated that it will extend support to any agitation launched by Amuko, Amowoba, Porelai Marol Mairapaibi Apunba Manipur, Committee on Human Rights and MSF on the issue. UCOBIT maintained that NRC should be implemented with 1951 as the base year before conducting the census. It urged authorities to take up the census exercise only after completion of NRC process. Apunba Awonba Manipur Amagidamag, in short AMA, and All Manipur Progressive Students Association AMPSA have urged the ministers and MLAs currently stationed in New Delhi to bring definitive resolution to the prevailing unrest by implementing NRC first. In a joint press release issued today, the two bodies urged the public representatives to stop frequent trips to Delhi. Instead, leaders must work towards lasting solution to the ongoing crisis. They also insisted that the national census should be conducted only after completing the NRC process. Furthermore, the statement questioned why state leaders rushed to the capital instead of resolving Manipur's issues locally. The organization remarked that if elected leaders cannot make decisive resolutions on critical state issues after seeking public trust, they are unfit for leadership. They further questioned why leaders are hesitating to implement NRC now, asking what kind of political intent resides protecting indigenous communities. Condemning official claims that peace and free movement have returned to the state, the joint statement describes such assertions as an insult to displaced persons. It demanded immediate rehabilitation and safe return of displaced families to their original homes. The bodies also appealed to charged officers, supervisors, enumerators and trainers involved in census operations to reflect on the future of Manipur and refrain from census work until NRC is fully implemented. Manipuri Students Federation MSF Bishnupur District Committee has pledged complete backing to the joint campaign led by 5 civil society bodies demanding immediate NRC before conducting any census operations. The coalition comprises All Manipur United Clubs Organization Amuko, All Manipur Women's Voluntary Association Amoaba, Porei Laimarol Mairapaibi Apunba Manipur, Committee on Human Rights Kohar and Manipuri Students Federation. In an official release, the district committee warned that holding census without first identifying unauthorized immigrants from neighboring countries risks legitimizing them as indigenous inhabitants and causing severe demographic imbalance. The committee insisted that census should only take place after peace is restored and all internally displaced persons are safely returned to their original homes. It highlighted that the 5 organizations submitted a joint memorandum to the Prime Minister of India, Union Home Minister, Manipur Governor and Chief Minister on August 20th. The student body reiterated that safeguarding the rights of indigenous people requires decisive state action and identification of all illegal immigrants before any enumeration exercise begins. Thado NP Manipur General Secretary Michael Lamjatang Haukib has sharply challenged assertions made by Saikot AC MLA Paulia Lal Haukib regarding the increase of Kuki villages in hill districts. On his social media post, Lamjatang questioned how displacement from the 1992 to 1995 conflict could automatically create new legally recognized villages, demanding specific government notification, boundary changes or gazette records proving any actual land transfers from Tamenglong or Ukhrul to Churachandpur, Kangpokpi or elsewhere. Addressing the MLA's claims about ghost villages and MGNREGS fund mobilization, Lamjatang noted that while Aadhaar seeding and GIS, GPS, geotagging and mapping of MGRNEGS geotagging have substantially addressed fictitious entries, digital tracking does not constitute the legal creation or recognition of a village. He went on to ask for official orders verifying any deleted, merged or denotified entities. Lamjatang also rejected MLA Paulilal Haukib's claim that villages multiplied through the traditional splitting of settlements for younger sons of chiefs, arguing that historical records and legal frameworks such as the Manipur State Hill People's Administration Regulation of 1947, the 1951 Census, the Manipur Village Authorities and Hill Areas Act of 1956, and the MLR and LR Act of 1960 officially recorded the villages and their respective chiefs. And now before we move on to other news, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
Korai General Club KGC Imphal East ki President ki thau pubiramba loina na Ingsok lising amaga chamapan Marifunipan degina Ingsok lising amaga chamapan Marifudara Fauba General Secretary ki thaugai shu pubiramba Siri Dr. Moirang Tim Siamjai Retired Additional Director Ayusna ꯍꯧꯈꯤꯕ ꯇꯥꯡ 23ꯗ ꯃꯅꯨꯡ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯆꯥꯗꯅ ꯂꯩꯈꯤꯗꯕꯗ ꯑꯋꯥꯕ ꯐꯣꯡꯗꯣꯛꯆꯔꯤ꯫ ꯂꯩꯈꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯐꯝꯗ ꯏꯀꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯝꯅꯕ ꯎꯠꯄ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯨꯔꯥꯏ ꯂꯥꯏꯅꯤꯡꯊꯧ ꯑꯋꯥꯡꯕ ꯂꯝꯄꯥꯛꯇ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯔꯥꯜ ꯇꯪꯈꯥꯏ ꯆꯤꯡꯊꯕꯒ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠ 2 ꯇꯨꯃꯤꯟꯅ ꯂꯦꯞꯇꯨꯅ ꯑꯋꯥꯕ ꯐꯣꯡꯗꯣꯛꯈꯤ꯫ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔ ꯃꯣꯏꯔꯥꯡꯊꯦꯝ ꯁ꯭ꯌꯥꯝꯖꯥꯏꯅ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯔꯝꯕ ꯁꯤꯡꯊꯥꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯕ ꯊꯧꯗꯥꯡ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯅꯧꯍꯧꯅꯅ ꯅꯤꯡꯁꯤꯡꯕꯒ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯂꯩꯈꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯕꯒꯤ ꯏꯃꯨꯡ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯅ ꯅꯪꯍꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯋꯥꯕꯗꯁꯨ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯁꯔꯨꯛ ꯌꯥꯖꯔꯤ꯫ ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯨꯛꯆꯔꯤꯕ ꯈꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯃꯌꯨꯝ ꯖꯣꯟꯁꯟ, ꯖꯦꯅꯔꯦꯜ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯇꯔꯤ, KGC꯫
Welcome back. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. Now proceeding with other news. Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIMS Imphal inaugurated its new casualty block at the old OPD block of RIMS Hospital today, marking a significant step towards strengthening emergency and casualty care services. The facility was inaugurated by RIMS Director Professor G. Sunil Kumar Sharma in the presence of Medical Superintendent Professor N. Sajeev Singh. The new block is expected to improve timely, efficient and patient-centered emergency services while providing better environment for patients, attendants and healthcare personnel. Speaking on the occasion, the director said the facility will help decongest the hospital and improve patient care. He also stressed regular monitoring of wards and public facilities, prompt redressal of grievances and availability of essential amenities. The program also recognized dedicated services of frontline personnel associated with various patient care and support areas of RIMS. Awards were presented to best performing nurses and attendants of the casualty, sample collection staff, OPD reception and counter staff, and Abha deck staff for their exemplary performance and commitment to the duty. Professor G. Sunil Kumar Sharma urged all staff to remain empathetic, compassionate and courteous, follow government guidelines and prioritize public service. The program was attended by Dean Academics, Principals of the College of Nursing and Dental College, HODs, Chief Account Officer, faculty members, nursing officials, staff and students of RIMS Imphal. Thoubal and Kokching District Apun Balob, alongside several CSOs representing diverse indigenous communities, will organize a major public rally on August 31st. The procession titled Yelhomi Miyamgi Kholau Puba Khongchet is scheduled to commence at 1 p.m. from the Kodompokpi Sports Complex in Wangjing and will culminate at the Khongjomwar Memorial Complex. A public meeting to adopt resolutions regarding the ongoing crisis and challenges confronting the state's indigenous communities will also be held at Khongjomwar Memorial Complex. The decision to organize the rally was finalized during a joint meeting held yesterday at the EEO office in Lamding, Wangjing, and participated by CSOs of various indigenous communities. According to a press release issued by Tagdal convener W. Jotan Kumar, the joint initiative aims to project a unified voice for indigenous communities under the idea of Manipur. The release further stated that the rally aims to demand an NRC update in Manipur, justice for innocent Meitei and Naga individuals killed during the unrest, peace restoration and the resettlement of all IDPs. It further emphasized that the rally is a collective effort to safeguard the future of the state while appealing to all indigenous communities to participate. A massive search operation is underway for a 26-year-old woman identified as Ngangbam Nanao from Sangaital who went missing yesterday. Local villages and authorities have been combing the area continuously since her disappearance. According to reports, Nanao was last seen near Kokhen by a man from a neighboring Kabui village. The incident occurred in a sensitive border stretch situated between CRPF post and an Assam Rifles post. Lamsang ACMLA S. Rajan and his son S. Jayananda have joined local residents in the on-ground search efforts of the past 2 days. Security forces have intensified operations in the area, deploying cipher dogs and surveillance drones to trace her whereabouts. However, she remains untraceable as of the latest reports. The search operation has encountered jurisdictional hurdles along Imphal West and Kangpokpi district boundary. CRPF personnel have not crossed into the Kangpokpi side, citing jurisdictional limits, while the Assam Rifle post located on the other side, that is Kangpokpi side, reported that the woman has not been spotted in their sector. Further updates are awaited as search efforts continue. Three suspected cadres linked to different armed groups were arrested by security forces and police in separate operations in Manipur on August 25th and 26th. On August 26th, 5 Assam Rifles arrested and handed over a suspected UKNAA cadre, Self-Style Sergeant Major Satnam Dongal, aged 43 years, of Saihenjang village, Churachandpur police station. A 9mm Beretta pistol, 5 rounds of 9mm ammunition and 1 magazine were recovered from him. On August 25th, a joint team of Moirang Police Station and CDO Bishnupur arrested Samo Michael, alias Achoba, a cadre of KCP PWG from Moirang Ngangkalawai Makhalekai. Meanwhile, on August 26th, based on reliable information corroborated by inputs from 33 Assam Rifles, CDO Imphal West conducted a search operation at Kongpal, Chingangbam Laikai. The combined team arrested an active Sorepa member, Laihorungbam Sanatomba, aged 48 years, alias Ashok, alias Tayai, from his residence. On August 26, a combined team of Thoubal District Police and 31st Assam Rifles arrested an active cadre of KCP PWG, identified as Sanglen Mayum Sanjit, alias Mani, aged 38 years, of Terakong Awang Laikai, Wangu Ahaluf, Bishnupur district, from Thoubal Bazaar near auto parking under Thoubal police station. Assam Rifles held a writ-laying ceremony at the unit quarter guard in Wang, Churachandpur district on August 25th. The event honored Naik late Madaini Bahadur Chetri, rifleman led Bati Anka, and rifleman led Prem Bahadur Chetri of 5 Assam Rifles. The 3 personnel laid down their lives in the line of duty on August 25th, 1959, during an unprovoked Chinese aggression at Longju in present-day Arunachal Pradesh. The ceremony included guard of honor and motivational talk on their valor and sacrifice. A total of 215 personnel paid homage to the fallen heroes. Meanwhile, Assam Rifles will facilitate a free certified commerce chef kitchen production course from October 2026 at Kakching Garrison. The program is being organized with the Art of Living and in association with IHCL, Taj Hotels, Titan and Tata Strife. It will be open to male and female candidates aged 18 to 35 years with a minimum class 12 qualification. The training will include 17 weeks of classroom and practical kitchen sessions, followed by 8 weeks of on-the-job training. Successful trainees will receive certification and assistance from apprenticeships and job placements. Lakshmi Darshan Youth Exchange Program 2026-27, hosted by National Institute of Technology NIT Manipur, has concluded today. The program was held under the aegis of North Eastern Council NEC Shillong and Ministry of Development of North Eastern Region donor. The program commenced on the 14th of this month across various locations in the state. Around 40 youth delegates from Chandigarh and Puducherry participated to experience Manipur's rich cultural heritage, traditions and history. NIT Manipur Registrar Professor Khumukcham Tomba stated that the program aimed to promote national integration, youth unity and deeper understanding of Northeastern region's distinct identity. During their stay, the delegates visited important sites including Manipur Geological Garden, Ima Kaithel, Andro, Khongjom War Memorial Complex, Marging Polo Complex and the INA Memorial. They also interacted with the Deputy Commissioners of Thawal and Kukching, met the Governor at Lok Bhavan and joined an online session with Donor Secretary Kathi Kilathala Srinivas. NIT Manipur Director Professor D.V. Elinin Soimajulu extended his best wishes and appreciation to all participants, delegates and supporters for the successful completion of the program. A reception ceremony for the recipients of Sangeet Natak Academy Award and Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Purushkar for 2024-25 was held today at the Cultural Hall of Khurai Kala Vidya Bhavan in Khurai Sajor Lekai. The event was graced by JNMTA Director Pukhrambam Bilash, Khurai Kala Vidya Bhavan President R.K. Narjit and Sangeet Natak Academy awardee A. Tombicho as the main dignitaries. During the function, gifts were presented to the awardees including R.K. Thambalsana, L. Vidyapati, I. Nalini and T. Ronal. The artists of Khurai Kala Vidya Bhavan also showcased a traditional Manipuri folk dance titled Pungba Jagoi. Speaking on the sidelines, R.K. Narjit highlighted the institution's contributions to preserving and promoting the rich cultural heritage of the state, while also drawing attention to the ongoing financial struggles faced by local artists.
Kaptang khalaga koina hariwa reception facilitation program asi tawjabni loinana Yuva Purushkar amaga yauri sidai moimari se reception ko de pijebani se bombing singna se koigi kanoni har ke thamal sada ani subada akhoi khunung sei sakpi akhoi bedawati ahum subada nolini aduga Yuva Purushkar da akhoi moirang dagi Roland moimari sini Harvasi Yamatang Barot ki Wiba Woman quite in a wanga President at Piba Aduba Ewart Amane Siguba Sigaluina de Hadaga Koina Siguba Piba Sina Koyi Hogalaiba Angansing artisting the Makoyi Wakanda Koyu Sigu Mama Honaraga de Koyukari in Amuitaki Haiba Wakalama Makoida Asa Lumayon Hena Chungan of Gipadnamda.
DFO channel today conducted a tree plantation drive and environmental conservation sensitization program in Sora, Kukching district to mark Maulid al-Nabi. The event was attended by DFO channel Dr. N. Munal Mite, Sora Development Organization President Aribam Mohammad Zakir, Secretary Pukrimayu Mohammad Tomba and students of Royal Brighter Higher Secondary School. Speaking on the sidelines of the event, DFO Munal called for concerted efforts from citizens to conserve the environment. He also highlighted the department's ongoing initiatives, noting that it had planted 15 lakh tree saplings across all districts in the state during the Van Mahotsav celebrations in July this year. And now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Centre Imphal, Manipur recorded a maximum temperature of 32 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was recorded at 23 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 89% in the morning and 63% in the evening today. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Amit Shah meets Chief Minister Khemchand in Delhi, assures to fulfill Manipur's aspiration to lay a foundation stone for Senapati Medical College in October. JFD convener Jitendra Ningomba urges government not to act against no NRC, no census movement. Take policy decision to safeguard indigenous population. Manipur High Court directs central and state governments to submit definitive response by next hearing on whether upcoming census will be conducted or defer in the state. Manipur Chief Minister CM Khemchand meets Union Minister Rijiju, seeks centre support for minority and development, discusses Manipur Assembly polls. And Union Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment, RPI Atwale President Ramdas Atwale to visit Imphal on September 1st, focusing attention on Manipur's issue. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates. Till then, good night.